affects. So we'll take the factors first and we'll talk about the benefits. So when I talk about the factors, so factors can be the every Wednesday, nearly 8 p.m. as per Indian timing, crude inventory data is coming. So that inventory data talks about the demand versus supply. If the supply increases versus the demand, again, yes, it has a net negative impact over the crude. Sometimes it has a positive impact when the demand is high but the supply is less, and sometimes it's in the range. So this data you can refer it. This can be a helpful, and there are economic factors like recession, inflation, geopolitical factors. Then there are all the news related to OPEC, oil producing European countries related. Any news and decisions are coming, these all decisions are directly or indirectly affecting the crude prices. Any news related to any of this industry, be it transportation, lubrication, petrochemical, industrial power, or glass and tire manufacturing related, this kind of industries related, any kind of news is also affecting the crude prices. By nature, though, you can see that crude is more of range bound. So again, if it is more of range bound in many of days, it creates ample opportunity for the option writers. And yes, when it is in trend is your friend. So trend, once you grab the trend and understand it, then you will definitely get the trendical opportunities also. So crude has a contract size of 100 in NSE, is a contract size of 100. And here I will take the example of 3 4 key benefits to participate into the crude options through NSE. When our customer is experiencing the trading through crude in NSE, so they have to keep in mind whatever the ideal money which they have in their equity derivative account, whatever the ideal money which they have, they can immediately utilized into the NSE commodities also. In case if you have your position open in Nifty or Bank Nifty, if you have squared it off during the market time only 12 or 1 p.m., then that money also you can utilize into the NSE commodity. I'm talking about the future money only, because the cash and the option has such thing where you can utilize the margin next day. But yes, for the future where the position gets squared off, and also for the idle money, you can utilize those margin into the NSE commodity without doing any kind of process. So it would give you the ample opportunity. And yes, the market timing is from 9 to 11:55. The whole day is the opportunity sum. And the data which we discussed, the factors affecting data which we discussed, gives you the many opportunity. So this is one of the example of collateral fungibility where the ideal money you can utilize into the NSE commodity. Another second advantage is cost. If you observe the total contract note charges, I can tell you in that way, the total contract note charges, or you can say the total expenses other than brokerage. So the total exchange turnover charges with taxes, if I can say, so in NSE, if you see, it is within 10 paisa. In paisa terms, it is within 10 paisa. In rupee terms, it goes up to 9.5 rupee. If I round it off 9.5 rupee to 10 rupee and divide it with one lot consists of 100, and that 10 rupee, if I divide it, it comes to 10 paisa. So this 10 paisa I have calculated the cost of both the side. If our customer is doing one lot ka buying and selling, I'm taking one example, you can relate it. If my customer is doing the buying and selling of one lot, so the total cost goes in other exchange is up to 30 paisa. It goes up to 30 rupees for the buying and selling both the side in one lot. And if we divide that 30 rupees with 100, then it comes to 30 paisa, which is the total cost in other exchange. Whereas in NSE commodity, it comes within 10 paisa. So the tick size is 10 paisa only. At every 10 paisa is the tick size. So at 10 paisa, our customer is, it becomes the break even. This is the cost without brokerage. So here the cost is minimal. So you have the advantage of minimum costing. Yes, it is cash settled. It is not the physical deliverable. You can settle it, square it off. This is cash settled. And yes, because it is cash settled, we have the few of our FPI customers also, and many are also enrolling. So they are also tradable. So This is one of the second of the advantage of the economic transaction charges. And yes, settlement is guaranteed by NSE Clearing Limited. And overall, the one more development which has happened recently is the change of expiry. Earlier, what was happening, the expiry of crude option was happening just 2 days before the future expiry. So last expiry was on the 17th of November had happened, and now the next expiry as per old transaction was expected on 16th December, but it got shifted 7 days prior on 9th of December.
Yeah.
So why it has happened and how it creates the opportunity to all of our customer. So you are getting one more additional week to participate. So the first week we do not have any kind of expiry in any of the commodity. So here हमारे पास फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ द मंथ यानी 9th of December को आप देखोगे हमारे मोबाइल ऐप में फायर्स के यू कैन सी इफ यू टाइप इट क्रूड ऑयल स्पेस whatever the strike call or put you can see the codes coming live. So the price is also different. Why? Because our expiry is 1 week before. It leaves you the ample opportunity of participating in the first week, and it gives you the opportunity to focus overall from now onwards. And another way which we can look at it by using some strategies. I can just just share with you one strategy which the client has. If anybody is looking for the kind of option writing kind of opportunity, this is just the strategy which I'm sharing with you in terms of the traders who are looking for the option writing kind of. So the theta erosion which happens in crude options gives you the opportunity. How you can see that whenever the I'm taking situation, this is not the confirmation I'm giving you, I'm taking one situation. If the customer is having view that the crude would remain in the range for certain day or a 1 day or a 2 day, if they are taking one strategy today, if the base price is 5300, if they are selling the call 4 or 500 above the strikes and 4 or 500 below the strikes of the base, in the call 500 rupee above the base price and 500 rupee below the base price of the benchmark, if they are selling it, and with the strict stop loss if they are observing it, the theta erosion happening is tremendously in the favor of the trader vis-a-vis other commodities. If you can observe it, if you can experience it, but if you wish to experience it, first practice it strictly with uh, paperwork, and you can experience it with calculated strictly with your loss appetite, then only do it. So this is one of the feedback from the market participants which usually comes key, that this strategy is also working well, provided we do follow the due diligence of risk appetite of ours. We do it with strict stop loss, and we do understand what could be the margin in case of option writing. In case of option writing, it would be the margin equivalent to the future, because it gives you the right when you sell any of the option, whether it is call or put, it would be the equivalent to the future margin. So but in case of option buying, you can observe near the money strike, at the money strike or near the money strike, premium is more or less near 200 rupees or less than that. If I calculated 180 rupees ka premium into 100, it's hardly 18,000 rupees per lot. So all the premiums are more or less within 200 rupees. It gives you the very good opportunities for the small traders to participate it through crude. I am giving you the example that we have the costing of near 10 paisa only in 100 ka lot. And here you are getting daily movement of 20, 30, 50 odd rupees on an average. If you grab the trend, you will get the ample opportunities to participate through crude. So these were the advantages which we discussed. I'm taking it again. Three, four advantages the for the customer perspective. Number one advantage जो हमने discuss करा was the advantage of margin fungibility. आपका जो भी ideal पैसा पड़ा है, जो पैसा unutilized है, that you can utilize into the NSE commodity segment. जो भी इक्विटी डेरिवेटिव का पैसा है, और वी कैन से इफ यू हैव स्क्वायर्ड ऑफ योर पोजीशन ऑफ निफ्टी फ्यूचर और बैंक निफ्टी फ्यूचर before 3:30 or till 3:30, you can utilize those margin into the NSE commodities. I'm not talking about the cash stock or option stock. I'm talking about the future margin and idle margin. Second point which we discussed was the benefit of costing. सो वन लॉट आई एम बाइंग एंड सेलिंग, हमने एक लॉट जो 100 का है वो बाय और सेल करा, तो उसमें जो टोटल कॉस्टिंग बैठ रही है पर वन लॉट इज नियर 10 रुपीज वी कैलकुलेटेड. आई हैव डिवाइडेड दोज 10 रुपी विथ 100 कम्स टू 10 पैसा. वन लॉट पूरा बाय और सेल करके जो हमारा एक्सपेंस बैठ रहा है वो इज अप टू 10 पैसा. तो 10 पैसे पे मेरी क्लाइंट की स्थिति ब्रेक इवन हो रही है. इसमें हम आपका ब्रोकरेज जोड़ देंगे तो आप आपका ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट इजीली पहुंच जाएंगे. इससे हमें ये क्लैरिटी आती है कि मैं कितने रुपए की अपॉर्चुनिटी में फ्रीक्वेंटली ट्रेड कर सकता हूं. सो दिस गिव्स यू एंड लिव्स यू द many ample opportunity, whereas in other exchange this cost goes over and above 30 पैसा. वंस अवर हम जो ऑप्शन प्रीमियम का टर्नओवर की मैं बात करूं अगर, तो जब कभी क्लाइंट का टर्नओवर क्लोज टू 1 CR पहुंचता है, 1 CR के टर्नओवर पे जो टोटल कॉस्टिंग बैठ रही है, आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग द कॉस्टिंग ऑफ exchange turnover charges with taxes, it goes up to 5,000 rupees, close to 5,000 rupees in other exchange, whereas in NSE it is hardly 100 rupees plus 18% GST, 118 rupees. You can see the difference of cost benefit. And the third advantage we discussed was about we have the sufficient liquidity, and this expiry has got changed. We are now 7 days before the future gets expired, so it gives you the opportunity in the first week itself. So from now onwards people have started focusing on, so this is also one of the finest this opportunity. And yes, as per the feedback, there are many factors which we discussed, ki inventory data which comes on every Wednesday night. There are many global data like any OPEC related decision comes, तो ये सारे factors जो है वो affect करते हैं. So how can we see the quotes? You can easily type in FYERS app crude oil space strike. You can type CE or for call and PE for put. You can see the price coming in for the NSE quotes. So you can select it, but do not worry about why the price is different. In NSE and in other exchange, price is different because our expiry is 1 week early. So price discounts for the Greek, how the expiry comes closer. So that's why the premium is lower, and the premium is lower, you are having a very good opportunity. Yes. Fair. So this was all the example for the benefits of crude. And yes, now we can take the discussion for electricity future, which NSE has come up with. Yes, why the electricity future contract has got traded in NSE? Because the people who have the largest usage of electricity, especially the manufacturing unit, and especially all the multinational companies, powerhouses who has the largest utility of the electricity, but they do not have anything to hedge. So for hedging perspective, majorly one of the reason it has come up. Nowadays, every individual has a need of power. If we do not charge our mobile, we can't live our life. Now it has become our one of the necessity. So if you think in that perspective, what all the factors, the basic factor which can affect the price of the electricity, you can think in that way. The natural for weather data can also be one of the factor. Demand supply can be one of the factor. Manufacturing activity is in what capacity can be one of the factor. If you can track the prices of power exchanges website, that are also the factor. So I can just brief you firstly about all the 12 calendar months contracts are available, and here we have 4 months contract from which Monday to Friday this electricity gets traded from 9 a.m. to 11:55 p.m. The lot size is of 50. One lot consists of 50, and 50 megawatt hour is the lot size. You can see in the screen. 50 megawatt hour is the lot size. And yes, the maximum order size you can see is for the 50 times of the trading unit, and the tick size is 1 rupee. It's a 1 rupee tick size. And one of the most important benefit is in the NSC, transaction cost is nil till December month. Till upcoming December 2025, our transaction cost is nil. This is one of the example, one of the benefit which our customer has. So electricity here, the price, how the price gets decided in the electricity. So NSE follows the three power exchanges price, and they takes the price from their all the parameter, all the renewable as well as non-renewable resources, and they take the price of whole day, and that 24 hours price that divides it into the 96 blocks, and the weighted average price comes. So this price from three top power exchanges companies, I can name it Power Exchange of India Limited. You can note it down and you can track those prices also over there to understand the trend by comparing the prices of the previous days which had come. So the VWAP usually gets calculated for the future price is from the 96 blocks of respective exchanges and all the energy sources. So if I can take the example of First Power Exchange, which can be as a Power Exchange of India Limited, PXIL. So we'll take the all the renewable non-renewable resources prices, and we will take it the 96 blocks of it. वेटेड एवरेज प्राइस आएगा उसका, वो वेटेड एवरेज प्राइस तीन पावर एक्सचेंजेस का लिया जाएगा. उसका जो मेन प्राइस डिसाइड होगा वो एक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्यूचर में उसका एक स्पॉट प्राइस आएगा विच विल हैव द प्राइस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट विल डिसाइड द प्राइस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्यूचर. तो एक्सपायरी कैसे ट्रेड होती है इसमें? सो जो लास्ट डे ऑफ द मंथ होता है, जस्ट वन डे बिफोर द लास्ट डे ऑफ द मंथ एट 12 PM वी हैव द एक्सपायरी. और जो एक्सपायरी होती है उसमें ड्यू डेट, रेट प्राइस, जो फाइनल सेटलमेंट प्राइस है वो फाइनल सेटलमेंट प्राइस से वो सेटल होगा, और वो फाइनल सेटलमेंट प्राइस जो है वो 30 डेज का एवरेज आउट होके डिसाइड होता है. सो आई कैन जस्ट रिपीट कि हमें क्या क्या चीजें इसमें ट्रेंड के लिए हम ट्रैक कर सकते हैं. तो यस, वेदर फैक्टर कैसे अफेक्ट कर रही है मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्टिविटीज को, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यूसेजेस को, दैट वी कैन ट्रैक इट, दैट अफेक्ट्स द प्राइस. आई कैन टेक फ्यू एग्जांपल ओवर हियर. बिफोर द दिस, if you have observed कि this time rainy season has got extended a lot. Usually rainy season जब तक on a diminishing trend complete होती है, this time it got extended. North and east में इतनी बाहर जैसी situation थी, so because of which many of the manufacturing units were not utilizing their full capacity. Logistics also got affected, because of which नया production and utility नहीं हो रहा था, because of which price was continuously going down. If you have observed, जो 3500 600 megawatt hour का prices था, it came down to 2900 तक in NSE. Now again, as the vacation got complete, or say that scenario got cleared and the clear picture had come, and the utility expansion again got came back to normal. जैसे जैसे अगेन यूटिलाइजेशन अपनी कैपेसिटी के ऊपर ऊपर, मतलब कैपेसिटी जो 100 है और समझो यूटिलाइजेशन जो अर्लियर 50-60 हो रही थी वो ऑलमोस्ट उसके ऊपर ऊपर जाना शुरू हो रही है. सो जैसे जैसे यूटिलाइजेशन बढ़ते जा रहा है, वैसे वैसे प्राइसेस पर भी कहीं ना कहीं उसके स्पॉट प्राइसेस जो फ्यूचर प्राइस को अफेक्ट कर रहे हैं उस पर भी इम्पैक्ट आते दिखती है. सो these were the factors. There can be many factors which will take it in Q&A. एंड वन मोर थिंग कि जो हमने डिस्कस करा, इसमें 50 मेगावाट आवर का लॉट है. मार्जिन, यस, इट्स 10% प्लस ELM. सो वी कैन से कि क्लोजली 12% मार्जिन है यहाँ पर. वैल्यू टर्म्स में बताऊँ तो 25 to 30,000 ऑड रुपीज का मार्जिन है पर लॉट. अगेन इट लीव्स अ वेरी गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी, क्योंकि कोई ऐसा फ्यूचर नहीं है जो आपको 25 से 30 हजार में ट्रेड करने मिल रहा हो. सो there can be some mini futures, but in this compared to like Nifty, Bank Nifty, this is also one of the opportunity, giving you the opportunity in this value. So with this, would request the host, we can open the session for Q&A, and I'm also keep it open for both the products for the questions which we have. Fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayank. Just have a couple of questions for you. So, why did the NSE move the crude oil expiry from the 16th back to the 9th for this month?
Okay. Okay, very good question. So those who are hardcore traders, especially those who are option writer, not only option writer, but those who are hardcore trader, and they need more expiries to participate. If you observe it, from middle of the month till end of the month, all the weeks are engaged with any of the expiry of respective commodities. But first week was idle. सो दैट गिव्स यू वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी कि फर्स्ट वीक में मूव करने से आपको एक अपॉर्चुनिटी भी हमारे कस्टमर के प्रति एक बढ़ जाती है एज वी डू नॉट हैव एनी ऑप्शन एट प्रेजेंटली टू गेट इन टू द वीकली. सो ये भी एक वन ऑफ द एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है जिसमें हमारे क्लाइंट्स के लिए पार्टिसिपेशन के लिए एक जरिया बनेगा. यस.
So, how will this new expiry date affect margin calculations?
सो आई बिलीव मार्जिन तो वुड the concept would remain same for buyers. It would be lot multiply by premium. The concept would remain same because it will not have a major impact, any kind of impact I can say. Again, for writers also it would be the same logic. Now it's up to the customer, like ki they have the more this asset to participate, more trading opportunity to participate. So this would not, we can say ki this will not affect the customers this thing, any trading decision. Yeah.
And can somebody roll over their crude oil positions before the 9th?
Yes, they can.
Okay. So, we have another question. Are crude and electricity futures cash settled? And what's the difference
But
between.
would suggest them. Yes. Okay. 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 Is my voice audible?
Yeah, it's breaking up, but it
Okay.
sounds. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So, very good question. So, the product which are cash settled, especially the crude oil and the electricity future, both are cash settled. And the difference between cash settled and physically delivered is like कि हम जो गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर में ट्रेड करते हैं, जहाँ पर हम पोजीशन कैरी करते हैं या फिर ऑप्शन राइटिंग को हम इन द मनी सिचुएशंस को हम लीव करते हैं, अगर आइडल छोड़ते हैं एंड इट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू द फ्यूचर एंड फ्यूचर गेट्स कैरिड एंड हम डिलीवरी उसकी लेते हैं, तो डिलीवरी जहां हम लेते हैं जहां पर फिजिकल सेटलमेंट है तो उसकी डिलीवरी हमें मिलती है, जैसे गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर के सिनारियो में. बट बिकॉज की क्रूड एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बाय नेचर कैश सेटल्ड है, तो इसमें ट्रांजेक्शन कंप्लीटली अपना जो भी हम ट्रेड कर रहे हैं वो कंप्लीटली एंड कंप्लीटली अपना क्रेडिट टर्म्स में ही होगा. इसमें कोई भी फिजिकल डिलीवरी ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स की नहीं रहेगी. So by nature, it has developed in a cash settled way only. Yeah.
Okay. Just moving on to electricity futures, how do you think these seasonal changes actually affect the electricity future prices?
Okay. Can you repeat the question, please? Yeah.
Just regarding electricity futures, how does seasonal changes affect
Okay.
electricity future prices?
Yes, why not? A very good question. As we have just taken one of the example during our presentation, that because of the heavy rain, the manufacturing activity and the logistic activity and the fully utilization activity of the many multinational companies got affected because the commute was not happening in that pace. So that can be one of the factor. Heavy rain can be the flood can be one of the factor which slowed down the overall capacity of the manufacturing, capacity of the transportation. So because of which new capacity was not getting utilized and no new production was not happening. So this was the one of the factor which got affected, and because of which the price started coming down. Vice versa situation, when there is a huge demand of something which can be get manufactured through the सच हैवी इंडस्ट्रीज, जहाँ पर उनकी यूटिलाइजेशन उनको अपनी कैपेसिटी के करीब करीब पूरी पूरी करनी पड़ती है. कोई अच्छा ऑर्डर बड़ा मिला है और उनको अपना यूटिलाइजेशन फुल्ली करके उनको डिलीवर करना होता है. कहीं पर कोई वेदर का भी कोई इश्यू नहीं है, वेदर भी क्लियर है. और जहाँ पर मल्टीनेशनल ऑफिसेज हमारी इंडिविजुअल हाउस होल्ड थिंग्स, पीपल आर नॉट ऑन लीव, गेटिंग फुल्ली यूटिलाइज्ड, तो अगेन डिमांड बढ़ती है और उसके प्राइस पे भी इम्पैक्ट आता है. सो वेदर भी एक वन ऑफ द फैक्टर है, और प्रोडक्शन एंड ऑल डिमांड भी वन ऑफ द फैक्टर है, एंड देर आर मेनी अदर थिंग्स ऑल्सो. And
Okay.
here I would also take one this thing ki, if any of my colleague also would like to add in this question, can be a welcome one.
So I just
Yeah.
want to understand, you spoke about fungibility. So what is
Yes.
fungibility and how is it useful to investors, retail traders, investors?
Yes. This is one of the finest, we can say, the advantage for retail customer, because our existing customer participates in all the exchanges. जो हमारे इक्विटी डेरिवेटिव एक्सचेंज में एग्जिस्टिंग कस्टमर पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं फॉर दैट ट्रेडिंग जर्नी, तो जब भी उनकी ट्रेडिंग जर्नी में वो उनका जो पोजीशन है इक्विटी डेरिवेटिव इज फ्रॉम 9 to 3:30, सो 3:30 तक उनका पैसा जो आइडियल हो जाता है, फ्री हो जाता है, स्पेशली निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी फ्यूचर रिलेटेड पैसा जो फ्री हो जाता है, और जो ऑलरेडी कैश इन हैंड पड़ा है उनका अकाउंट में, तो वो पैसा आफ्टर 3:30, बिकॉज द एक्सचेंज इज सेम, ओनली द सेगमेंट इज डिफरेंट बट द एक्सचेंज is same. So that money gets utilized into the commodities, NSE commodity. That is the fungible part.
Okay. So is there arbitrage available between exchanges?
Okay. So a very smart question. Actually, I can say, see, it's purely depending on how the customer sees the opportunity. Because the cash exchanges like BSC and exchange, NSE equity cash exchanges, we do not have interoperability in this in electricity future. In NSE commodity, we do not have interoperability. So I can't say clearly it's an arbitrage opportunity, but it's purely up to customers' risk appetite and how they see the trend. With their observation, they can always see the calculated risk, how it leaves them the arbitrage opportunity, but it's not the clear and official one. Yeah.
Okay. So just to reiterate,
Yeah.
what is the market timings again?
Sure. So yes, market timing is from 9 a.m. to 11:55 p.m. So you have the very good opportunity in both the for both the products. Yeah.
All right. Just the last thing, sir. Where can
Yeah.
I get more
Yeah.
data or text related to electricity futures since this is a very new topic?
Yes. So in NSE website itself, if you go through the products part, or if they can also get it from the respective RM, like from the FYERS team, also they can get it. We will provide the some soft copy of the product node, which are the self-explanatory, and the same are available in the NSE website also.
Okay.
From where they can see the uh, refer the data. Yeah.
All right, this has been really, really insightful. So thank you so much, Mr. Mayank, for
My
walking
pleasure. Yeah.
fascinating and often misunderstood world of commodity and electricity futures. The session was actually very insightful for both beginners and seasoned market participants. And to all our attendees, thank you for your time and curiosity. And we hope this session empowers you to explore more commodity trading more confidently. So stay tuned for knowledge packed webinars from FIRES. Until then, happy learning and smart trading. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayank.